Ghosts, the paranormal, cryptids, devils, aliens, Mothman, the unexplained, shadow people. This is Encounters.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Encounters. I'm Dakota.
I'm Amanda.
And we are continuing forward in our spooky TikTok reactions. Actually, these are just like YouTube video reactions now. This is another Nukes Top 5 Unsolved Mysteries and Unexplained Events.
Yeah, so when I was looking for videos for black-eyed children, this one also popped up, and it looked creepy. I haven't watched any of this. I don't really know what's going on, so his last video was creepy. We liked it, so let's see this one.
It has some hits, it has some misses, so we'll see what's here, sprinkled in between.
Right, we'll see if we start with the scariest and end with not the scariest, or what's gonna go happen. So I'm excited.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready. You?
Yeah, here we go. Nukes Top 5.
Top 5 Unsolved Mysteries. Mysterious Visitor. Before we get to all the murder and mayhem in this list, here's an unsolved mystery that simply...
Whoopsie.
Okay.
Whoopsie. Wait a minute.
I guess that's kind of fair. Okay, first of all, Shadow Man. Look at this. This is crazy.
Creepy.
Okay. I didn't expect it to be about murder and death, but...
And mayhem. Didn't he say mayhem? Murder and mayhem?
Yeah, he said mayhem, I think. So this will be interesting.
We're normally for ghosties, but we'll do some mayhem.
Simply fits into the extremely creepy category.
Okay.
So for several nights in a row, a Reddit user gets repeated alerts from his door motion sensor that movement has been detected. However, every time he checks the notification images, there's nothing there. So he just assumes it's a neighborhood pet setting off the detector, or perhaps a malfunction. Finally, after the third night, the man checks his alert and finds this disturbing picture from his front door. A strange late-night visitor who appears to be wearing an odd mask.
Wait a minute.
Even creepier, notice the times on the alerts.
Wait, is it edited?
They occur around midnight.
No, that's scary as fuck. Wait a minute.
Roll that back.
That
eyeliner, girl.
Yo, bro.
Look,
he looks
this bitch got wings on one side. I'm so proud of you.
Right. Okay. So one thing, it looks like one of those guys who had tattooed their eyes. You know what I'm talking about in prison? Some of those guys like tattoo their eyes.
Nope.
I guess you didn't watch as many prison shows as I did. But yeah, no, that's creepy.
Visitor.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's creepy.
Wingtips.
Who appears to be wearing an odd mask. Even creepier, notice the times on the alerts. They occur around midnight, then again a full 4 to 5 hours later, around 4 a.m. So, who was this person, and why was he hanging around outside the man's home all night long, seemingly in a mask? The Reddit user reports that after this picture, the mysterious visitor never returned again.
I don't like that. Head in the woods?
Good. Yeah, no. What?
Right.
Number 4. I would not. That's why I don't have cameras like that. Like, I don't record me sleeping because I would hate to find out the demon that comes out while I'm asleep. I don't have a fucking doorbell camera because I don't want to see it.
Yeah. Next.
The head in the woods. In Economy, Pennsylvania, a teenager is strolling through the woods when he makes a grisly discovery: the dismembered head of an old woman. But that's not where the weirdness stops, because when police investigate, they find that the head has been fully embalmed by someone. Not only that, but the eyes have been removed and replaced by rubber balls. Police artists compose sketches and even circulate pictures of a 3D sculpture of the woman's head. But no leads are ever found to the woman's identity or where the head came from. 1 year later, the investigation is stopped due to lack of evidence. Pennsylvania authorities buried the head in an unmarked grave in the local cemetery. To this day, no one knows who the woman is or what happened to her body. BC Beach Feet. On February 9th, 2016, a family was walking along Botanical Beach in British Columbia,
pause it?
Canada. They find a shoe.
You okay?
Yeah. It felt like the house shifted.
That was creepy. Someone embalmed her.
Yeah, to cut her head off and then embalmed her head and then replaced her eyes with rubber balls.
That's weird. I mean, that gives me
and then buried it in the woods.
What the fuck? That's so
That's
weird.
some serial killer, like Norman Bates shit, if I've ever heard it.
Right, because he like the big thing is the embalming. Like most people don't know how to do that. Like you would have to know how to do that.
Taking the time to preserve. Yeah.
That's I have the chills on that one too. Okay, this one's actually creepy.
This is British Columbia shoe.
Washed up on the shore. Nothing strange about that, except that the shoe still has a severed human foot inside.
Oh, still has a foot inside.
But it gets even stranger than that, because this is the 13th human foot to wash up on the beach of British Columbia in the past 10 years.
Canada! Canada, what do you got going on? Why are you got severed human foot showing up?
That is
Canada!
Creepy. 13. And like the number too, 13. Like I know technically 13 is probably not like as bad.
I mean, first of all, look at this video quality. I'm sure they've got 13 more that have shown up since then.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And this was released in 2017. So this is like an older video. Ooh.
Jeez.
13 severed foot.
Theories about the origin of the feet run from murdered bodies dumped into the ocean to suicides and deaths at sea. But no one is quite sure on the exact
How does your foot just get cut off during a suicide?
13 of them. How does that happen?
And they're all in like weird dad New Balances. I don't want to say anything.
That's so true though. That's so true. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing, but it's so true. Like, what's going on? Are there a bunch of footless? Sorry, so funny. But because somebody's like because somebody's actually missing a foot. Like 13 people are missing feet, and we don't know who's dead and who's alive and what's not. But they all do have the same kind of shoes. That is kind of weird. Like, bro,
all got that weird, middle-aged dad shoe. No disrespect to the victims of the potential murders and suicide.
Yeah, we're not laughing at victims. It's just ironic.
Their style. Ironic? Just their yeah. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
A little too ironic.
I really do think. They're dad shoes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. We've solved the mystery.
Look at this map. Here we go.
I know.
Explanation, or why the British Columbia beach in particular seems to attract these grisly discoveries. Morgellons disease. Okay. Morgellons disease is a very rare and controversial illness. Sufferers report the strange sensation of what feels like bugs crawling under their skin. Other symptoms include chronic fatigue, skin sores, and oddest of all, threads or fibers that actually appear underneath the skin. In 2012, the U.S. Center for Disease Control said that they believed that Morgellons wasn't an actual physical disease at all, but was simply a mental illness. They suggested that the fibers were likely lint that had gotten into exposed wounds. However, tens of thousands of Morgellons disease sufferers, including singer Joni Mitchell, insist that the disease is very real. On websites and help forums, sufferers post very compelling photos of the strange fibers that they say appear under their skin. Lab analysis of some of the Morgellon fibers defy all description.
Whatever the cause, there is something strange about the fibers. Forensic scientist Ron Pogue at the Tulsa Police Crime Lab checked a more...
That's in Oklahoma. They're at the Tulsa Police Crime Lab. So it's Oklahoma people that they're pulling these fibers from. I believe it.
Scaling sample against the 100,000 known fibers in the FBI's national database.
No match at all.
So no match.
And see, here's the thing. Like back then, they were telling people that like the aliens didn't exist, and now they're saying, yeah, they do. So like, Of course they were trying to gaslight people.
You think it's real?
I don't know. I believe that I'm seeing people with a bunch of fibers under their skin just randomly appearing. So it's very possible. They definitely believe it's real.
Yeah. I mean, they'll pick at their skin like real bad. Like people will be picking at their skin because they say there's like bugs crawling inside of their flesh. But the fibers, like if the fact that it's kind of like shadow people, but like even more, because it's a bunch of people having the same experiences, but no one can really quite figure out what it is. And now you have actual fibers showing up under people's skin that don't match anything that they recorded yet. So that seems, I mean, I obviously don't know how old this footage is either. So, I mean, but that's creepy. It's creepy that what makes it more realistic to me is like how many people, like, because I can understand like, oh yeah, you got some fibers in a wound, but really, bro?
But like kids, bro?
And all these people
and some of them are like little fibers, and like some of them are like nylon fibers, and then some of them are like clumps of fibers. It's like,
right? No, that's a lot. And they're all experiencing this stuff. Like all of them are saying that they experience feeling like bugs are crawling under their skin.
Mass delusion.
Right. It's starting to get dark.
Right.
We only got 30 more minutes before Dakota goes to sleep. Let's go.
This is some strange stuff.
Not cotton, not linen, not any known natural or synthetic fiber.
That's pretty big. Not
that's
cotton,
huge.
Not linen, not any natural known synthetic fiber. Synthetic.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's fibers. Like that's everything. Like we don't know what this is.
But despite reported cases of the illness dating back at least 16 years, Morgellons disease has never been officially recognized or classified as either a physical or mental illness.
They're just letting these people suffer.
How would it be a mental illness? They got
4,000-mile death punch.
Well, that's the same thing. Like they'll just say, like, how does your brain create fibers? Please explain that to me. And then I'll fucking be like, okay, well then maybe it is mental. But how do you what can you possibly do to make this happen? I don't know. See, look, you got me questioning things.
This is the 5,000-mile death punch.
That sounds terrifying.
Right?
On July 5th, 1996, in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada, a 31-year-old man named Blair Adams suddenly leaves his job, removes all of his cash from his bank accounts, and begins one of the strangest escape attempts of all time. I say escape attempt because Blair Adams had repeatedly claimed to friends that someone was trying to kill him and that he had to get out of town immediately. First, Blair Adams tries to cross the border into the US, but he's turned away by suspicious border guards. Next, he buys a one-way ticket to Frankfurt, Germany, leaving the next day. But apparently Adams is too afraid to wait for his flight to Germany, so instead he once again tries to cross the US border. This time, he succeeds. Adams then drives nearly 500 miles to Seattle, where he purchases another plane ticket and flies across the US to Washington, D.C. From Washington, he then drives another 500 miles to Knoxville, Tennessee. In total, Blair Adams has now traveled nearly 4,000 miles from his home in Canada. In Knoxville, Adams checks into a hotel room. Now, so far, this just sounds like the crazed trip of a delusional man.
This is in 1996, just so everyone's aware. Actually, this is 3 days before my birthday.
Oh, nice.
But this is where things get really strange. At 7:37 p.m., Adams leaves his hotel room. The next day, Blair Adams is found dead in a parking lot a half a mile from his hotel room. He has been violently stripped from the waist down. Oddly, the thousands of dollars in cash that he was carrying is not missing, but instead is scattered all around his dead body. Weirdest of all, Blair Adams' cause of death is determined to be one single massive blow to the stomach. Pathologists
The
say he received
stomach?
a single punch,
He got
What?
punched in the stomach and it killed him.
Who did he get punched by? The Big Show?
I don't know.
kick, or unknown impact to his midsection that was so powerful that it actually ruptured his stomach. The strange case of Blair Adams is still unsolved.
Poor thing. All right.
Oh, that's it. Oh my God! If someone
Okay.
punched me in the stomach, well, and I mean like that, his stomach exploded and his like stomach acid just ate away all the rest of his fucking organs.
And that's so crazy that like they didn't take them, like they didn't want the money.
I mean, he
So
said
someone
somebody was
was-
trying to kill him. He was probably an
I was gonna
asshole.
say.
No offense to him. I hate
Yeah,
to
let's
victim
not-
blame.
I know you just stand up on the man asshole. You don't know him. Okay. So that wasn't really scary, but man, those were really interesting.
Out there, that was a little more true crime than I'm used to. But like, I
Yeah.
think my favorite one was probably the one that's like the most outrageous and crazy to me is probably the head to box or head in the forest. That was
That
interesting.
is crazy. Yeah.
There's so
I
many
don't-
questions.
So many questions. And that person standing outside of that man's house. That was really creepy.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all. That's more what we were talking. Kind of the reason I picked that one. But yeah, that was interesting.
So which one was y'all's favorite? Comment below. Tell us which one was your favorite.
Yeah.
If you like what you see, definitely hit us up on our podcast, Encounters the Podcast, or Encounters a Paranormal Experience. You can send us an email at encountersthepodcast@gmail.com, or like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and keep up to date on all of the things Encounters coming at you live.
Yeah. We're gonna have some fun stuff. So stick around, guys.
So until next time, I'm Dakota.
I'm Amanda.
Stay spooky.